Okay, listen up. If you're a Mac user, and especially if you're involved in the crypto space, you're going to want to pay close attention. There's a new, really slick threat making the rounds, and its name is GlassWorm. So let's get right into what this is and what it means for you and your digital cash.
And hey, a quick shout out to our sponsor, PressReleaseCloud.io. They're actually the ones who brought this whole security alert to our attention, and we're digging into their report for this explainer today. So let me start by asking you a question, and I want you to really think about it. Is there any chance your crypto wallet, the app you trust to keep your funds safe, is actually a double agent, secretly working for a hacker? Because with this new threat, that's not just paranoia, it's a real possibility. All right, so here's the deal. Cybersecurity researchers have just flagged what they're calling the fourth wave of the GlassWorm malware. And what's really setting off alarm bells is its laser focus. This new version is going after one target, and one target only: macOS systems. The weapon of choice here is something called a trojanized wallet. The best way to picture this is to think of a fake ATM. You know, it looks legit, it feels legit, you put your card in, punch in your PIN, but on the inside, it's just a machine built to steal your info. That's exactly what a trojanized wallet does, just with your crypto. So how does this actually work? I mean, how does an application you think is safe suddenly turn against you and become a thief? Let's peel back the layers and look at the anatomy of this attack. You know, it all starts with something that seems totally harmless. The whole infection chain kicks off when a user, often a developer, downloads what they think is a useful extension for VS Code. But hidden inside is an encrypted payload that silently gets to work on your Mac. From there, it hunts down any legit crypto wallets you have installed. We're talking Ledger Live, Trezor Suite, and it just swaps them out with fakes. The last step, well, that's when they drain your account.
Now, how they're getting in is a really crucial detail. Think of the official Microsoft VS Marketplace as a fortress. It's got high walls, lots of guards, rigorous security screening. But the attackers aren't trying to storm the castle. No, they found a side door, the open VSX Marketplace. It's way more vulnerable, making it the perfect path of least resistance.
And don't think this is some small, fringe campaign. We're talking about a massive scale here. The source material shows that these malicious extensions have been downloaded over 50,000 times. Every single one of those downloads is a computer that's been compromised, a potential victim.
What's really wild is seeing how this malware has evolved. These attackers are constantly leveling up their game. You can see they started with some pretty basic tricks like using invisible characters. Then they moved on to more complex stuff in Wave 3. But now, this fourth wave we're in, they're using sophisticated AES-256 encrypted JavaScript. That makes it incredibly tough for most security software to even spot it.
This all leads to one really important question, right? For years, Mac users have kind of felt like they were in a safe zone, immune to most malware. So, what's the deal? Why the sudden exclusive focus on macOS? The security researchers who uncovered this summed it up perfectly. It's a simple strategy, really, and it's incredibly effective. So let's take a look at who these fish actually are.
So who is in the crosshairs? Developers. It's no secret that people building in Web3 and crypto love their Macs. And these are exactly the people who are likely managing some serious digital assets. You add to that a bit of a false sense of security that many Mac users have, and boom, you've got the perfect target for a high-value heist.
Okay, I know we've painted a pretty grim picture, but here's the good news, and it's the most important part of this whole thing: you are not helpless. So let's pivot to the solution. This is your 5-step protection plan, coming straight from the experts. First things first, go through your VS Code extensions right now. See anything from OpenVSX? Get rid of it, or at least be extremely careful. Second, run a full system scan and make sure you're using updated Mac-specific security tools. Third, and this is a big one, check your wallet's integrity. We'll talk about how in just a second. Fourth, it's time to harden your system. Turn on macOS security features like full disk access and file vault. And finally, please make sure your recovery phrases are backed up safely, and that means offline, not on your computer. Okay, let's circle back to that third step, verifying your wallet. How do you actually know if an app is the real deal? You check its unique digital fingerprint, which is called a hash value. Think of it like running a DNA test on your software. You can do this yourself with a simple command in your Mac's terminal. You run it, get the code, and then you compare that fingerprint to the official one on the developer's website. If they don't match, you've got a big problem.
Following those steps is absolutely crucial for protecting yourself right now. But we also have to think a little bigger about the long game here. because cybersecurity is never, ever a one-and-done kind of thing.
The most important thing to take away from all this is that threats like GlassWorm are a moving target. The people behind this have already changed their strategy 4 times. You can bet they're already working on Wave 5. That means our defenses have to keep evolving too. Staying vigilant isn't just a good idea, it's the only way to stay safe.
And that really leaves us with one final thought. This whole world of cybersecurity is just a constant, high-stakes game of cat and mouse. So the question you really have to ask yourself is this: are you going to be the cat, actively hunting for threats and staying one step ahead, or are you just going to be the mouse, waiting to get caught?